Oi, oi, gather round, because I've got 3 explosive Celtic stories that you do not want to miss today. Brendan Rodgers claps back at the media in classic fashion. A top Scottish talent could be on his way to paradise. And one Celtic player, he's feeling hurt by Rodgers and looks ready to walk. And that, mate, is the big one. You're going to want to stick around till the very end for that last story. It's got drama, transfers, and a name you definitely know. So don't skip a second. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and drop a weak comment. It all helps push this video to every true Celtic fan out there. Let's get stuck in. Right, let me tell you what's gone down at Pittodrie. And trust me, it wasn't just a win, it was a statement. 5-1, mate. A full-on dismantling of Aberdeen. But the real story? It's all in the details. And Brendan Rodgers didn't hold back. He was buzzing after the match, proud as anything. Spoke about the structure of the team staying intact even with changes. And you could see it, couldn't you? High pressing, quick tempo, pure attacking fluency. The kind of performance that makes you grin like you've just seen the Huns get put out of Europe again. Now let's talk about young Johnny Kenny. Him. Took his chance with both boots. Worked his socks off, scored a cracker, and now suddenly everyone's whispering, should he get a shout for the cup final? I mean, come on, the lad's come a long way. Ireland to paradise and bang, goal at Pittodrie. You love to see it. And then there's the Hatate situation. Brutal challenge from Guy. Rodgers called it needless, and he's not wrong. Just reckless stuff, and now we're all holding our breath that it's not something serious. 10 days out from the final and some clowns throwing legs like he's chopping firewood. Unbelievable. And what about James Forrest? Rodgers gets asked if he should play this weekend, and instead of giving the usual gaffer answer, he just turns it back. Do you think he should play? Cheeky, that. Says he's not sentimental, but you can tell there's pride there. 26 trophies, a proper Celtic man, and still charging around like a lad half his age. Aberdeen fans even wanted him to score. That tells you something, doesn't it? Now here's the thing, and I need to ask you straight. Should Rodgers go sentimental and start Forrest on Trophy Day? Or stick with the strongest XE and chase more goals, like it's another European night at paradise? Be honest. Because this isn't just football, mate. This is Celtic. And at this club, nothing's ever just a match. Every game's got history behind it and legacy in front of it. So what's it gonna be? The fairy tale for Forrest or full steam ahead for the next treble? Let's see what you really think. Right, listen, I've got one for you. And this one's got paradise written all over it. After Motherwell's 3-0 win over Killie, young Lennon Miller walked off the pitch at Fir Park to a standing ovation. Not just a clap, not just a polite cheer, a proper send-off. You know the kind. The one that smells like a goodbye. The kind you give when you know that boy's away to bigger things. And if you've been paying any attention, you'll know where everyone's pointing. Right here, Celtic Park. The rumor's been simmering longer than a pot of stovies on a Sunday, and now it looks like it's nearly ready to boil. Michael Wimmer, the Motherwell gaffer, didn't confirm anything directly, probably told he can't. But let's be honest, he all but gift-wrapped the lad and handed him over with a wee bow on top. Talks about his character, staying grounded despite the media circus, clubs breathing down his neck, and even getting a senior Scotland call-up. You can tell Wimmer rates him, and more importantly, respects him. That doesn't come cheap. Now, Miller, 18 years old but playing with a head like he's been knocking about the league for a decade. 8 goals, 5 assists, and even pulled on the armband at Motherwell. That's leadership at an age where most folk are still arguing with their mum about the washing. And let's look at the bigger picture. Calmac's no exactly a spring chicken anymore. 31 now. Rio Hatate? Well, his suitcase might as well be packed the way the Lynx are flying about. And what did we do last summer? Brought in Arne Engels for a record fee, only 20, and he's slotted in lovely. Imagine pairing him with Miller. That's the future of Celtic's midfield right there. Mobile, technical, young, hungry, and ours. So here's the question I want to throw at you, and I want you to be honest. Should we make Miller a priority signing this summer, or is the midfield already too crowded to fit another wonder kid? Do we snap him up now before the English vultures come circling? Or do we risk letting a gem slip through the net? Go on, tell me. I'm dying to hear what you think about this one. Right then, here's one that'll get a few eyebrows raised and a few more heads shaken. Luis Palma, remember him? The winger with the big promise and the even bigger price tag. Aye, that one. Well, his time at Celtic might be just about wrapped up, and let's just say he's not exactly leaving with a smile and a wave. Word from Greece, where he's been out on loan at Olympiakos, is that he's feeling hurt. Not physically, no knock, no injury, but emotionally, like a lad who just found out the girl he fancied has been texting someone else. Apparently, he feels Brendan Rodgers hasn't treated him right. Now, I don't know about you, but when you've had 12 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, and more anonymous minutes than a Rangers forward on Derby Day, it's hard to blame anyone but yourself, isn't it? Olympiakos had an option to buy him, but decided, nah, we're good. So now it's back to Celtic with a suitcase full of disappointment and a wage packet of 16,000 libras por semana still ticking on the books. And to make things more fun, he doesn't want to stay, and we don't want to keep him. It's like one of those breakups where both sides just keep trying to be the first one to ghost the other. 3 Greek clubs, Panathinaikos, AEK Athens, and PAOK, are all sniffing around. So looks like he might be sticking to the gyros and sunshine, just with a different badge. And fair enough. He came in with expectation, but for whatever reason, be it attitude, system, or just plain bad luck, it's never quite clicked at Paradise. Let's not forget, we paid 3,5 milhões de libras for him back in 2023, and his deal runs till 2028, so someone at the club's got their calculator out trying to make sure we at least get a decent return. 4 trophies in the bag, aye, but 10 goals and 10 assists in 48 games. Not quite the second coming of Nakamura, is it? So here's what I want to ask you, and don't dodge it. Was Luis Palma ever really given a proper chance to shine at Celtic? Or was he just never good enough to begin with? Go on, mate. Don't hold back. Let's hear what you really think.